Hello, welcome back to Luke Talks Palace. Today I've got a slightly different video for you guys today. It's keep, sell, loan. Now it's a really simple process. All it is I'm going to go through every player in the Crystal Palace squad with a few academy players in there as well. And I'm going to give my opinion on whether we should keep them in the squad for next season, sell them or loan them out. As always, if you are new around here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. We have just passed 700 subscribers. That is things you'd love to see. The next goal is obviously 1,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. And yeah, be sure to like the video if you have enjoyed it. Now, I'm going to start from goalkeeper to attack, and this is literally just going to be a list with a little bit of my opinion on each one. I'm not going to go too in depth on these ones. This is just a simple little video for you guys. If you enjoy something like this, let me know. It is a little bit different from what I normally do on this channel. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy. First up is Dean Henderson. Now, he is obviously a keep. Dean Henderson may genuinely be the captain next season if Mark Gay departs Crystal Palace this summer. That'd be really interesting to see. I know he's one of the vice captains, and to be honest, he's loud, he's vocal, and he is so crucial to that squad. It'd be great to see him as maybe the captain. Next up, I've just put Walter Benitez in there. We signed him last week, but he's obviously a keep. On him, I just would love to say that is an amazing signing as a free transfer and a second goalie. He was consistently playing for PSV last season, won the title with them, and had 11 Champions League appearances as well. Next up is Remy Matthews. Now, he's just our third goalie, but he also seems like a great guy in the squad, a great personality who the whole squad get on with. He is the perfect older goalkeeper you need, so he is a keep as well. This leaves us with our two really bright prospects in Owen Goodman and Joe Whitworth. For me, both of them need to be loaned out. Both of them are young goalies close to the England youth setup as well. They look really bright, really sharp, really big futures for them. And with goalkeepers, you don't need them to break into the senior squad at the age of 21. They can take a few more years to develop in the lower leagues. So loan looks like League One, perfect for them to see if they can adapt. And maybe after that, Championship loan as well. Let's move on to the defenders. Now, Nathaniel Klein. He is a keep for me. He basically replaces Joel Ward in this squad. It is so sad to do this squad and not have Joel Ward in it. I can't lie. It is just crazy that he won't be part of the squad next season. But Nathaniel Klein will probably take up that role of the experienced veteran who won't get a lot of minutes, but he is a bit of a leader and he can give a bit of guidance to the younger players as well. You need some of them experienced heads to fill up the squad. He's also got European experience. So hopefully if we're in that competition, that will be crucial as well. Next up, obviously, Daniel Munoz. Keep, maybe even offer him a new contract. That's how good he is. He is so pivotal to a Glasner setup, so that would be great to see. Caleb Kapora. Now, he was in and about the squad last season. He's also involved in the England under-19s as well. Very, very good player, very good prospect. Again, another right-sided player. I would loan him out. I think he deserves that full season of consistent football in the EFL. There we can see how bright a future he has and whether he has a future at Crystal Palace. I really hope he does. He looks like a really, really good prospect. Next up, Danny Imre. Now, this one's interesting for me. If we're not going to get any other fullback cover at right back, I'd probably keep him. I know that's kind of risky because we don't know if he's adapted to this level yet. He was only on loan in League Two last season at Bromley, but he did smash it there. However, if we do get fullback cover in, he is an immediate loan. See how he does, see if he can bode well, and see if he has a future at Palace. His traits are really, really similar to Danny Munoz, so you really kind of hope that he has that career, that he can excel, because he could be that future replacement. Next up, this is a sad one. It is Mark Gay, and I am going to say sell. Like, I really, really desperately want to keep him, but there is no signs of him signing a contract despite it being offered. Fair enough. He wants to push on. He wants to go to that bigger club. That is what sometimes happens when you're a club like Crystal Palace, despite winning the FA Cup. You know, these things do happen. He will be offered probably bigger wages, and, you know, he might be challenging for the Premier League title, which is really, really important for him. Mark Gay has been an amazing defender for us, possibly the best defender we've ever had, in my opinion. Captain as well, so it will be a big loss if he goes. But we can't risk losing him on a free transfer next season, I don't think. We kind of need to recoup some of that money. And also, it may help us keep some of the other star players in the squad. So for me, it's a sell. Next up, Chris Richards, immediate keep. I don't really need to go into anything there. He was amazing for the last 6 months last season, and let's hope he continues that. Rob Holding, sell. Now, he fell out with Glasner. It's not going to work. If you're going to fall out with a manager like Glasner, you're not in the squad. It's as simple as that. let's sell him. He wasn't even playing consistently in the Championship last season when he got loaned out. So yeah, big sell. Maxence Lacroix, now he is definitely a keep. Now I hope I haven't crucified that name. If I have, let me know. Easy keep, amazing at central centre back. So important to how we play. That pace is so important as well for covering counter-attacks. Really, really good player. Chadi Riyad. Now, he is a keep for me, obviously, with hopefully European appearances as well. We need that squad depth. And he showed when he did play pre-injury that he has got it in his locker that he can play at this level. So it's really, really exciting to hopefully see him next season post that injury, and hopefully he'll still have that quality. Next up, Tyreek Mitchell. He's obviously a keep as well. Nothing to say there. He is still a key player for us. Let's move on to the midfield, and starting off with a bright prospect in Hindalo Mustafa. He is a big loan. That would be great to see him in the EFL. He's already attracting EFL clubs. Apparently Leighton Orient wanted him on loan, so that'll be really interesting to see how he does. He is so good. He's already got senior appearances, international level for Sierra Leone. I think he scored for them as well. Looks a really good prospect. He's so highly rated by everyone at Crystal Palace. So let's see how he does on loan. Jefferson Lerma, another player who we should definitely keep. He's also a really good option for us at centre-back as well as midfield. He's just a great squad depth player to have who can also keep us to a very high level when he's on the pitch. Daichi Kamada. Now, a lot of us maybe would have said sell about 4 months ago, but he's definitely a keep. He showed he has what it takes to play at this level in the Premier League, and he's also a key player for the Europa League. Won that competition with Glasgow, of course. We need players who've got that European experience. Next up, Will Hughes. He is also a keep. Again, could be a captain for us. He's been a vice captain. He's taken the captain armband on occasion. He's a good enough player to keep in that squad. David Ozo. Now, sadly, his loan at Derby didn't work out due to a long-term injury. But when he was playing in that Derby team, he was really good for them. So Championship right now seems like his level. That's really good to hear. That's really good to see. So he's alone, hopefully in the Championship, see how he does. Adam Wharton. Now, I know lots of big clubs want him, but you've got to keep him another season. You've got to keep most of your squad this season if you want to push on. Can't be selling too many players. He's still got like 4 years left on his contract, so we're not really losing any value on him. We can still get big money for him if we need to next summer. Next up, maybe some of you would have forgot this player, but it's Ahamada. He was on loan at Rennes in Ligue 1 last season. He barely played. I think he played about 2 matches, so he's a definite loan. He could even be a sell, in my opinion. Maybe just doesn't have what it takes to play at this level, which is really, really sad to see. Still really young, but yeah, I don't know if he's got that next level in him. Next up, Justin Devaney. Now, for me, I think he's kind of on the edge of keeping loan, but I would actually keep him in the squad. I think he's playing well for Northern Ireland. He scored a goal in the Premier League for us. He scored a goal in the FA Cup. When he comes on, I don't think he does much wrong. And again, you need that squad depth. You're probably going to hear me say squad depth a lot this video. But for me, if we don't like kind of sign any more midfielders or any more like attacking mids, then I would probably keep him for sure. Next up, now this one was really hard, is Cheikh Doucouré. Before his injury, he was so good. Liverpool wanted him. He was one of the best midfielders in the league, in my opinion, in terms of the potential he had. And he was just dominating every week. Of course, he's now had 2 really big injuries. That's really hard to come back from, but I still believe he can. For now, I'd keep him in that squad. As I said, we could be playing 60 games next season, so he'd be really, really good for that. However, rumours are linking us to Andy Diouf. I'll probably be doing a video on him really, really soon. And maybe Doucouré would benefit from a loan with consistent appearances, get that consistency back, get that match fitness back, get that strength back, but only loan him out if we have enough options. Next up is Caden Rodney. Now, I don't think he has what it takes to perform at this level consistently, so I would put him as a sell. And finally, the attackers. Ismaila Sarr, easy keep. One of our most important players these days. Managed to replace Elise to a very good level. Malcolm Ebuoe. Now, sadly, he's another sell. I don't know what's happened to Ebuoe. He has struggled everywhere he's gone. He plays at the start of the season when he goes out on loan, and then after a month or 2, he's not playing at all. Barely coming off the bench. Really sad. I don't know what's happened there with him. He looked like he had such a promising career, but it doesn't look like he's going to fulfill it. So he's a definite sell. Zach Marsh. Now, he's a young attacking striker in our academy. For me, he's a loan or a sell. Again, another one I don't know if he can make it at this level, but I wouldn't be upset with loaning him out next season. So yeah, let's see how he does. We need to get some of these exciting prospects into competitive senior football. Now, the next 2 is really hard. Romain Esse and Mateus Franca. Now, for me, I don't think you can keep both of them in the squad. I think the last 6 months of last season showed that Glasner doesn't fully trust them in terms of consistent Premier League appearances. Would that change if we do have more games? Maybe. But for me, you maybe have to bring in another attacker who's of like Ismaila Sarr quality because of the games we're going to have next season. and then you kind of loan out one of Franco or Esse. For me, I would loan out Mateus Franco. I think he needs that loan more. I think Esse, we know he can kind of perform to a very good level. In England, we kind of need Franco to prove that as well. So I'd love to loan out Franco, see how he does on loan, maybe at a top flight club in a different country, and see how he does, and then keep Romain Esse. Let me know if you agree with that, or let me know if you'd switch it around, or let me know if you keep them both. Next up is Franco Ume. Now, Glasner rates him very highly. The club rate this guy very highly, so it's an easy loan for me. I won't say too much more on that one. Eberechi Eze, do everything to keep him. Now, I know he has a release clause. I know Spurs and Arsenal are interested in him, but it's just so sad to see if he goes. I kind of want, you can't be losing both Eze and Gay in one summer, in my opinion. But also, if we are in Europe, which we should be, it's annoying that I have to say if we are in Europe. But anyways, if we are in Europe, then you kind of want the players who got you there to be a part of that journey, to be a part of that dream, So it would be sad. And Eze is such a talisman. He's a magician on the ball, skillful dribbler, can nutmeg people with ease. He can take on defenders with ease. If we lose him, I know Esse and Franco are kind of skillful dribblers as well, but they haven't proven it in the Premier League. If we lose Eze, then, Eze, Elise, Zaha over the last few years, that kind of Crystal Palace skillful player has kind of gone from the starting 11. Be so sad to see. Also, Eze is just a generally amazing bloke. I don't think there's anyone in England who doesn't like him. He is that much of a nice bloke. Great guy to have around the squad. Amazing player. Produced amazing moments. And I know 70 mil is a lot to not get from Eze because he's only got 2 years left in his contract. So I think a lot of people may say sell. But for me, I watched a beautiful game for players like Eze. Keep him, please. Next up is Jez Raksaki. Now, he was on loan at Sheffield United last season. Was kind of in and around the squad. He wasn't playing every game, but I kind of blame Chris Wilder a bit for that. Chris Wilder just, wanted the players who were a bit more defensive, couldn't, were tracking back a bit more than Raksaki. Raksaki was like their third top goal scorer. He's got a bit of quality at that level for sure. However, I don't know if he can make it the Premier League. I thought when we had bids for him from Southampton last season around 15 mil, I wanted to keep him. I wanted to see how he does, like last season, how he did. Hasn't shown that he's good enough for the Premier League. So for me, maybe a sell, might just have to get that money in for him. Eddie Nketiah, he's obviously a keep. We've only had him one season. I still think he's got stuff to give. I still think he's a good player. He needs that confidence boost. And for me, it's really hard for a striker to, be playing consistently well when they're coming off the bench. They kind of need that consistent form, and it's hard to find that as a striker off the bench. However, what I would say is a big season is needed from him. We need to see him get close to double-digit goals for sure, or hit double-digit goals. Jean-Philippe Mateta, obvious keep. He is just such a great player, great personality to have the squad, great finisher. He adds everything to that Crystal Palace setup. He's great on the ball, but he's also really physical. What else could you want? Next up, and finally, is Odsonne Edouard. Now, he is a sell. He went on loan at Leicester last season, barely played at the start, and then was never ever seen again. Really sad to see, because he is a brilliant finisher, and on his day, he can definitely do it. But I just don't know if he's got it in his locker to, push to that next level and put the effort in. So sadly, he's a sell for me. That is all for today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to give a like, and also comment if you agree on what I've said about all these players in terms of keep, loan, sell. This has been a fun video to do. There's going to be a lot more videos over July and next season, so please be sure to subscribe. I really appreciate it. That has been all from Luke Talks Palace today. I'll see you later.